Hi there and welcome to tonight's video. My name is Paula Reid and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator going by the name of Yellow Bear Stamping. Tonight I am going to share a Christmas card. I think it's about 6 weeks till Christmas, so I thought I'd better start getting some Christmas cards done. So let's switch down to my desktop and get started. So when you join, just let me know and say hi. And also let me know if you've started your Christmas cards yet or not. I feel like I might be a little bit on the late side, but never mind. Thankfully, I don't have to post any out. So that's not too bad. Well, I do. I've just realised I've got one that I need to get going to England. So I probably should get that off soon. Tonight I'm going to use the papers from this Traditions of Christmas, which is a 12 by 12 specialty paper. So the specialty paper is where it's got like some gold foil, and this is it's beautiful, the papers, but it's not, to me it's not overly Christmas, all of the pieces, all the pages, so you can do other things with it. So I'll just bring out so that you can sort of see them. So this is one of the ones that we're going to use tonight, and it's got beautiful gold around the images of the flowers and the leaves, and then on the other side it's a check. And then this one here probably isn't overly Christmas to me, so it could be used for lots of other things. And then it's got a nice rich red on the back, and then we've got some old olive, and then this one again, it's just beautiful with the gold. I don't have the stamp set that goes with this, I just bought the paper, but the dies that are in the Christmas greenery coordinate and die cut out some of the images of on the paper, so that's really good. So, and then that, so the back side is plain, it's not the gold embossed. And this one here, again, you could fussy cut it. There are dies that cut this out, but I thought that's lovely and could be used for any occasion. And then we've got some old olive on the back. So let's get started. So I bought this paper, the paper that I used last week, that was the Pines, and then I have purchased this stamp set here. I liked that it gave the option, because not everybody likes to do a Merry Christmas. Some people like the Happy Christmas. You've got the two different size fonts of for the Merry and Happy, and you can do tags with the to and from. I just thought it was quite a good all-round stamp set. So that is what I am going to use tonight. And so we're going to do a Z fold, and I saw one similar to this, but I'm doing a little bit different and adding some other bits and pieces to it. So I have used a piece of the two-tone paper. As you know, I really like my two-tone. It's heavy, thicker than ordinary DSP, but not as heavy as cardstock. So by the time you layer onto it, it's got enough weight to, you know, to stand on its own. So these pieces, so it's 10.5 by 29.6, scored in half, and then I've just folded it back to give the Z fold, just a standard one. So I'm going to pop my DSP, which is, I think I did it because that was 7.4. I did this at 6.9 by 10. And so we're just going to pop that on there. Already got glue on me. Open that up and we'll pop this one in here. I think that actually, do they go? No. So that's going to go in there like that, so that you're going to see when you have it open. Oops, we've got glue everywhere. You're going to see your nice paper. So when it's open like that. Right, so we, gosh, I am getting glue everywhere. Right, so we will pop that aside. I have stamped this on with Versamark and then done gold embossing powder. So that is 8.5 by 7. And I just thought I'd do that off camera because otherwise it gets rather noisy with the heat tool. But the main thing to do when you are doing heat embossing is to use your embossing buddy that's got the chalk in it, rub it over, and then stamp your Versamark and then your embossing powder. So we're going to use the pine bough, and I have put my stamping pierce mat underneath just to give me that little bit of extra. I find that with the photopolymer it doesn't have the spongy bit that you get with your red rubber, and so by doing it on this it just gives it a little bit more. So we are going to stamp that just at the top, like that, just so that we've got a little bit, it's not totally plain. And then we're going to use some real red, because it is, I should just double check, I'm sure it's real. It's got real red and it's got real red and cherry cobbler, but I've gone with the real red. And this tiny little one, and I'm just going to pop some just to give it a bit of colour. There we go. I might put one over here. Here we go. So that is our stamping done. And then we're going to adhere that onto a bit of, now I did use, this is old olive cardstock, and it's just a little bit bigger just to give that border around the outside. So if I just get my ruler, so that measures 9 centimeters by 7.5, and that is 0.5 centimeter shorter at the 8.5 by 7. Right, so this is where, so I'm going to pop this DSP down, which was 10 centimeters by 14.3. But before I do that, I thought, right, like you can just adhere this onto here, and then it just, you know, goes like that. But I thought, I've got this beautiful ribbon, which is Balmy Blue, and it is from the here we go. It's this one here, the Balmy Blue sheer ribbon, which is part of the Lights of Aurora set. And because the paper, even though the paper has got pool party, I don't have any pool party ribbon, and I thought, well, this is kind of, will go with it. It's still got enough blue. So what I'm going to do is pop my ribbon onto here, and then with dimensionals we'll pop this bit up, I'm thinking, and then this bit of ribbon will come in from under here, and then we can you know, do a nice bow and tie it. Now this one here, I wasn't quite sure how long I would need for my ribbon, so I've actually got that round the right way. So this wants to come on this side so that it still gives me plenty of room. So I'm thinking that I will actually adhere it onto the back of this, because I'm going to pop this on dimensionals. So we will do that bit now, and I'm going to use some tear and tape and pop just a bit onto here, and then I'm going to pop it down to there. It should still give me, oh yeah, that should give me right. So I want it so that it's sort of in the middle of here, like so. And I might just trim off that bit there. Okay, so then I have got some bits of dimensional. So this is from around the edge of all the sheet that you get with your dimensionals, and so I have just I don't waste it, so I use these bits every now and then. So we're just going to pop that on there. So what I want to do, I'm going to move it back here, and then, so if you do it upside down, then you can sort of see where you can put your other bit of dimensional, so that it's not going to be seen. Actually, I wonder if I might just move that in a bit, because you don't want to put any dimensional on that part, because that's the bit that's going to be overhanging. Right, and then I am going to put a bit of tear and tape on the end here. Like so. And then I'm going to line that up. So that's going to come out there like that. So I want this to do the same of the lining it up. So if I just fold it like that, sort of eyeball, make sure we've got the same. That's got the adhesive on it. So that will go there, and then we can put, I know I'm hiding the nice side of the paper, but I just want this to go on there like that. And because the paper, the ribbon rather, isn't, it's not that thick, so it's not going to raise this too much at this end here. Then we will take the backing off there, pop that through there, and it can go there. And then see, I haven't got it. You haven't got the dimensionals showing there. They're back in. Okay. I think I've actually got this down too far. Let's see if we can carefully extract it. Here we go. Just do that. Right, we'll start that one again because I think I actually want it a bit further over that way so that you actually get to see a little bit more of the paper. And then on this one we will just put it down in the corner so that, actually we'll put it up in the corner, up in the top, so that our bit of paper in the inside where you're going to write isn't totally naked. Right, so now we can pop this on the inside. So my thought is, this bit is just slightly narrower and not as long. So if I put it like that, because I don't want it showing underneath. There we go, look at that. So that then when you open it out, you've still got room to write and it's not shown when it's so then we're just going to tie a bow here. This sheer ribbon is beautiful. So it's got that nice bit of shimmer. And then I'll just trim that off. And then what I do is I normally just sort of bring them up so that then they're around about the same sort of length. And I may not have done my, but I have to give that a bone fold a bit more. Right, and then also in this Traditions of Christmas suite are these lovely traditional sparkling sequins. And so I'm actually wondering if I put, just to bring, sort of tie the blue through, we might use some blue rather, or no, actually I might use the gold. So these are adhesive backed sequins. Don't know if I'll go with the big. I'll try the small. And we'll just put them. There we go, look at that. So yes, you get 3 different sizes in these sequins. So they are a 4, 5 and 6 mil. So there is our first card. So it is just a standard card base, scored in half and then fold back, and then you can just choose the size of front bit that you want depending on what your sentiment is. And then that will stand up. So even though it is just the two-tone cardstock, if you wanted to make it, you could always put a mat underneath behind your DSP. But if you're posting it, it's really lightweight. So there's our first Christmas card. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll catch you again next week. Thanks for joining. Bye.